the secret formula for turning setbacks into comebacks. You were not born to break. You were not sent into this world to fold under pressure, to be swallowed by defeat, or to disappear into the shadows of failure. No, you were created by intelligence, carved from infinite potential, equipped with a spirit designed to rise again and again until the world itself must pause in astonishment. Yeah, setbacks are not the end. They are beginnings wearing the mask of endings. They are not walls. They are doors disguised as barriers. They are the fires that temper steel, the crucibles that separate pretenders from champions. History has never celebrated the people who lived without scars. It celebrates those who turned scars into stories, pain into power, and failure into fuel. Think of Abraham Lincoln. He was crushed in business, devastated in love, repeatedly defeated in politics. Yet from that rubble rose one of humanity's most revered leaders. Think of Thomas Edison, written off as too stupid to learn by his own teachers who failed not 10, not 100, but 10,000 times before finally lighting the world. They did not curse their setbacks. They studied them. They decoded them. They transmuted them into stepping stones. The formula for the comeback is no mystery. It isn't locked in an ancient scroll, hidden in a secret society, or sold in a course. It is etched into the human spirit, and it always begins at the same place, the breaking point. The exact moment when strength collapses, when doubt claws at your mind, when the voices of the world whisper, "It's over." That is the gateway. That is the threshold of transformation. And those who walk through it discover what the human spirit is truly made of. The first key is belief. Not shallow belief, not surface-level confidence, not the kind of belief you rehearse once a week in the mirror. I'm talking about the kind of belief that lives in your blood, that roars in silence when the world has gone deaf, the kind that does not ask permission, the kind that walks through fire and comes out forged, not burned. Belief is the spark, but a spark without oxygen dies. That oxygen is vision. You must see something greater than the rubble in front of you. You must paint in your mind a picture so vivid that reality itself feels pressure to conform. Walt Disney once stood in a swamp and saw castles. Andrew Carnegie stood in choking smoke and saw steel empires. What you see in your mind's eye becomes the map your life follows. If all you see is the setback, then all you will ever live is defeat. But if you see beyond it, your comeback is already written. The second ingredient is clarity. Why rise again? Why suffer another blow? Why keep walking when your feet are bleeding? Without clarity, every detour is a dead end. With it, every wall becomes a tunnel. Think of Henry Ford. He did not invent the automobile. He was not the wealthiest, not the most educated. But he had one crystal clear mission: cars for the common man. Experts mocked him. Banks rejected him. But clarity gave him immunity to noise. And so must you. Clarity births purpose, and purpose is the flame that cannot be extinguished. Thin motives shatter under storms. Ego-driven dreams crumble when mocked, but true purpose transforms rejection into redirection, pain into power, and falls into flight. With purpose, you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" And you begin declaring, "This is happening for me." Every setback is not punishment, it is preparation. But let's be real. Belief, vision, clarity, and purpose all live in the mind, and the mind left untrained is a traitor. It will whisper lies. It will replay your failures like a broken record. It will paint nightmares of your past and chain you to hesitation. It will say, it's too late, too painful, too risky. That voice is not truth. It is programming. And like any faulty program, it can be rewritten. The mind must be disciplined like soldiers preparing for war. Affirm not the broken identity, but the becoming identity. Not I am finished, but I am rebuilding. Not I am lost, but I am on the path. Speak it when you feel it. Speak it especially when you don't, because the subconscious mind does not measure truth. It only obeys repetition. Dr. Joseph Murphy taught this. What you repeat, your life must create. Speak your comeback into existence. But here is where most people fall. They stop at belief. They stop at vision boards and affirmations. But thought without action is fantasy. Belief without movement is delusion. Vision without steps is a hallucination. Action is the third law of the comeback. Action is your declaration. Action is your rebellion against doubt. Action is your signature on the contract of destiny. And action must not be bursts of inspiration that die by Monday morning. It must be consistent, disciplined, daily, deliberate movement. Do not confuse busyness with progress. Running in circles is not the same as forging ahead. Step boldly, yes, but step with precision, aligned with your purpose, guided by clarity. Earl Nightingale once said, "Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, not the final achievement, not the trophy, not the applause, the realization," which means the comeback has already begun the moment you start moving again. And you must move, even when the wounds still ache, even when confidence is cracked, even when no one believes in you yet, especially then. Because resilience is not a talent. It is a decision. Every time you rise in the shadow of failure, every time you move without proof, you're building the muscles of resilience. Resilience is not avoiding the fall. It is refusing to stay down. Every storm was shaping your foundation. Every delay was chiseling your character. Every loss was refining your destiny. You're not broken, you're being rebuilt. Stronger, sharper, wiser. And there's a secret weapon most dismiss: gratitude. Gratitude is not fluff. It is not weakness. It is strategy. Gratitude interrupts fear with awareness. Gratitude extracts meaning from pain. Gratitude disarms setbacks of their poison. Because when you thank the setback, it can no longer define you, it can only refine you. Edison, Ford, Disney, Carnegie, they did not avoid obstacles. They demanded them. They understood the law: what resists you sharpens you. Diamonds are made no other way. So if you are in the fire now, if the silence has stretched too long, if the walls feel like they are closing in, good. That is your invitation. That is destiny asking, will you rise? Will you burn excuses and build from ashes? But hear this, comebacks are not straight lines. They are zigzagging treks through uncertainty. They demand adaptation. Reinvention is the art of the comeback, the ability to shed old skins, to let go of expired identities, and to shape new strength from necessity. Every time you adapt, you evolve. Every time you evolve, you step closer to the life you were meant to live. The failure did not come to end you. It came to upgrade you. The world loves to count people out, to label, to dismiss, to judge too soon. Let them. Their doubt is the camouflage of your transformation. And when you rise, unshakable, unstoppable, they won't understand how, but you will. You will remember the nights you stood alone, the mornings you rose without answers, the fear you turned into fuel, the failures you rewrote into triumphs. This is your comeback. not borrowed, not copied, yours. And it begins the moment you stop rehearsing the pain and start reclaiming the power. The moment you stop asking, why me, and start declaring, watch me. The moment you realize you were never waiting for a savior, you were always the one. You are the builder. You are the storm. You are the fire. The world doesn't need another safe, half-asleep life. It needs you awake, alive, on fire. So rise. Not with hesitation, but with conviction. Not with fear, but with fire. This is not the end. This is your rebirth. The formula is not hidden. It is alive in you. And never forget, repetition is the sculptor of destiny. You will not become what you imagined once. You will become what you declare daily until your mind, your habits, your standards, your environment bend to match your vision. That is not magic. It is biology. So repeat it. Live it. Rise in it. Your setback was the test. Your comeback is the answer. And the time is now. So